friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a summer special where I'm actually going to be telling you all about the makeup that I am loving for summer 2018 and maybe a few other side products as well, because this is just really a summer special where I want to tell you everything that I am loving in summer 2018. If you are new to my channel, I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun, loud, weird, unique videos I put out every single week. Guys, I have so much makeup in front of me, so I'm going to kind of do like categories and kind of not try to be here forever, but there is high-end makeup here, BOXYCHARM makeup here, Drugstore makeup here, you name it, it's in front of me right now. So let's dive into some makeup. I've never done a summer special, but I got inspired by so many things out there right now that I'm like, I have to talk about a lot of stuff this summer that I am reaching for over and over again. So I'm going to start with the base of my face, where I like to start my day. I like to go chronological for some reason. I just do. To start my makeup looks, no matter if I'm doing a full beat or just a summer day where there's not a lot on my face, I like to start with something as a base. These are the primers I've been gravitating to a lot lately. This is the number 7 Airbrush Away Pore Minimizing Primer, and I mostly just use this in the areas that I know my pores are the bossiest. This is something I'm still reaching for. I don't do this on a daily basis because this can break me out, so I only use it for spot treatments and mostly like once or twice a week, not all the time. I'm also loving this little BOXYCHARM babe here. This is the Cover FX Blurring Primer, and this is even tinted. I did not know that when we first got this. This baby is amazing. It's just the perfect shade to really just kind of blend out anything, and some people have even said they love to just use this as like their foundation for a nice summer day, and I'm like, I could totally see that. I love this so much. I love that these are both very creamy, very blendable, and they also help my pores. I love a blurring primer apparently. If I just do something light on top of my face, like I'm not doing a full beat or full coverage, I still feel like I'm put together and I look complete. You don't see pores popping out. Now, what do I put on said primers? I am loving the Pure 4-in-1 powder foundation this summer. There have been plenty of days and times that I just don't need to do a full beat, or I'm not in the mood, or I don't have time. So I will love to just dip into this with a big foundation brush and just kind of go to town. This gives me far more coverage than I anticipated, so I was loving this when I first got it. And now that I'm in Florida and it's July, it's that time of year where you're like, some days, yeah, if I'm going out to dinner, if I'm gonna go out with friends, I would like to be put together. But there are days that I also just want to have something on my face that I don't spend a lot of time doing, that it's quick, easy, and light. This is amazing. I have been loving this. My shade is Golden Medium. I actually got this recommendation from Andrea Matiliano here on YouTube, and then I started researching it, and so many other people have said they loved this, so I had to try it. It's awesome. Have you tried this yet? Another foundation that I'm really reaching for this summer is something you've heard me talk about a million times, my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. For me, this shit is awesome. I think it gives full coverage. If you layer it up a lot, you can get even more coverage, because I do have some like beauty spots and freckles and, you know, things like that. So sometimes I just want to be covered, and then there are times I want to beat. Like, I don't even want you to see a single freckle. That's what this is for. I love it, and it's inexpensive. It's like $5-6 where at the drugstore you don't have to spend a ton of money to have full coverage. And in the summertime, I am spending my money elsewhere, and you guys know I just moved too, so it's kind of like, hello, trusty, faithful, loving you so hard this summer. After I put on my foundation, I love to immediately highlight under my eyes and start getting rid of any dark circles or any discoloration. My jam this summer has changed. Last summer I was the Tarte Shape Tape queen. That was all I would use. This summer I am on my second little bottle of the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. You can tell I already need a new one. It is like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize how low I was, so I need to order some stat. This is my ride or die this summer. I love how this brightens but also conceals. It works well with almost any foundation I have put it with. I am really, really loving this. I can't even think of a foundation it hasn't done well with. So I'm just gonna say it does well with every foundation, because for me at least, the only ones I've tried, they've worked well. After I conceal my face, I am a powder queen, and this summer I've doubled down on all the powders I've loved to use. Coty Airspun, this is my go-to for just setting my face any day of the week, whether it's a full beat or a half beat. I do love this, but I've been trying some other things as well, or combining with other things. The e.l.f. finishing powder is something I have reached for a ton. I have used this just like I've used this before too, just as foundation. It is a bit of a darker color for being medium, but it is so creamy, and it is so, I mean, it's perfect for some great coverage. So actually, I know this says it's a finishing powder, but you can easily use this as a foundation. I've used it as both a foundation and as just like a finishing powder at the end of my makeup look, and I love it. It's not totally like replacing my Coty Airspun for things like baking or just setting things, but I really enjoy this. Two other powders that I am totally gravitating towards is the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. This powder for me is something that I can use halfway through my day just to kind of like get rid of any shininess that's not supposed to be there. And it also is good just to kind of set as well, but it does have a white cast, so you kind of got to be cautious, but I still really like this. In the summer, I just need some good powders. The Bare Minerals Invisible Light Palette. We got this in a BOXYCHARM a while back. I love this. I'm actually wearing the glow under my eyes today. It's kind of like a no filter for your face. I really like that. The matte I reach for every now and again. It's still not my ultimate favorite, but the glow, I love to just put it right here. Now you guys know I adore, when I am contouring, my Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette. I love that palette. It is amazing. But there are some days in the summer, or a lot of days in the summer actually, where I just don't want that extra step. I don't need to do the contour. I'm not going anywhere other than to dinner or something. So bronzers are my jam right now. I am delving into bronzers like crazy. I'm actually reaching for an old trusty that I used last summer a lot. This is the number 7 in Maple. This bronzer is buildable, but it's definitely like, I want to try some other shades because I think this color might be too close to my skin color when I got a little bit of a tan going, but I have really been using this a lot to kind of build and achieve like a bronzy look, and it does really well and it lasts all day. It doesn't have a smell like the butter bronzer, but I've still been really reaching for this a lot for just like a put together simple look where I'm not trying to be too glowy, where I just want to have some color to my face. And of course you all know the butter bronzers are my jam. Sunkissed is the one I'm reaching for a ton right now. I obviously still have the original and I've hit a ton of pan on it. I love this so much. I reach for this a ton for just bronzing up my face. I use it on my eyes sometimes, on my body if I want to. You never know. And it does smell like vacation. I know some of you said you don't like the smell, but I still love it. A category that I don't normally have in videos when I'm discussing things that I am reaching for all of the time for an entire season. Yeah, I'm gonna shock a lot of people that are OGs of my channel. Let's talk about blush. Blush? What? Yeah, blush. This is the Luma Satin Blush from the Lorac Brunch collection, the I Love Brunch collection. Yeah, I reach for this a ton because it kind of has that, it's that satin look that kind of gives you a little bit of highlight, and it just gives you that enough color that it's not too much of that rougey blush look that I just don't like. A lot of you know that. So this for me has been my jam this summer. I reach for this. All right, don't tell many people that know that I wasn't a blush convert, but every day. I reach for it every day. I'm shocked too. At this point in my makeup routine, I like to wait to do highlight because I know you're probably expecting me to do highlights right now and tell you the things that I'm reaching for every single day. But actually the next thing I do in my makeup routine is eyebrows because I kind of get to a point where there's structure to my face and then I want structure up here. So there are two things right now that I am reaching for all the flippin' time. And it's not going to be probably what you're expecting because I've talked about some eyebrow products on my channel that I love. Love, love, love. But these are newer ones that I keep reaching for. This is the brand new, well, at least brand new to me, ColourPop Brow Boss, and I got it in the light brown shade. I lightened my hair months ago, just kind of lightly, but it's still like a light brown, and I've reached for this because it's very narrow. I like how small and precise the little pen piece can be, so I can really get in there into those little bald spots, and it doesn't overpower. I can build this really well. And I'm really shocked that I like it this much. I did not think when I got this and I received it, I was like, it'll probably be okay. This is what I've been reaching for since I got it, over and over again. It's like a taupe shade, I guess, and it really builds up in my brows. And then I use the other thing that I'm obsessed with from BOXYCHARM, and this is the Brow Gal Instant Brow Hair Fibers. I did not think I was gonna like this at first as much as I do, but there are days I just use this. I work from home now, so what's beautiful is I get to try new things all the time and kind of look crazy at home where I don't have to worry about everybody else thinking I'm nuts, because I have done some trials with this where I just wear this on my brows. It's awesome. It lasts all day. I don't have to worry about too many bald spots or anything coming through, but I still like to pair it with this because I'm extra. I am just really shocked at how much I gravitate to these, because these give a very natural brow look. I'm wearing both of these today on my brows, and I'm so pleased with how they look on camera and in person. In person, it's always a little bit more dicey, because when you're out and about or you pull down that truth teller that is the mirror in the car and you see your brows, you're like, oh, there's a spot right here. These two, they're locking it up. They're keeping them together, and I think it's because I'm not afraid to go too dark with this, because I can't go too dark with this, and it works really well. And this is like on top, just like sealing it all in and adding some more color and dimension. I love it. I love these two. I'm so happy that I have this combination this summer, because it is working like a dream. I forgot to talk about a high-end foundation. I almost forgot it. This is a foundation that I discovered last summer, and I was kind of like, oh, do I like this? Do I not like this? And then I fell in love with it and forgot about it. Now I'm back to summer, and I am loving the Marc Jacobs Marvelous Mousse. This is a foundation that I got at like Marshall's or something, and it was on sale, because I think normally it's like $55, and I think I got it for like 12 or 14, because hello Marshalls, you're amazing. This shade is Golden Medium, and this shade was just too dark for me any other season. But I can blend this so well with one particular brush that we got from BOXYCHARM that 99% of us hated. This is the Perfecting Face Bare Minerals brush that had the little like dip into it to use with their particular foundation. Like, they gave us the brush, but they didn't give us the foundation, so we were all like, well, what do I do with this? Because it doesn't work that great with a lot of foundations. But I find I like these bristles and this shape to go into this and then buff and apply to my face and then down my neck. Because it is, as you can tell, still just a little too tan for me, but if I blend it out and then use my handy dandy ColourPop concealer to brighten and highlight and do all those things, it's awesome. This looked like, when I had this on my face these past few days, I'm not wearing it today because I'm trying some other makeup for you behind the scenes, this foundation, it goes over all my imperfections like a dream. This is full coverage. Like, don't be thinking this is like full coverage where you still see a freckle or two. This is like full beat, you're going out, you're gonna look amazing. It goes over those small fine lines and wrinkles. It goes over all of the texture and things, and it just like conceals them all. I was shocked when I looked in the mirror at one point in the day, and it was a bright sunlight mirror time frame where I was like, oh, it's gonna be a little rough, and it was still like flawless. And this areas up here is where I noticed my fine lines. I was like, it's still keeping them in check. It's not gathering, it's not bunching. I couldn't believe it. I forgot how much I like this. Would I have ever tried it if I didn't get it at Marshall's for like $12? Probably not, because again, I think this is just went to Marshall's because of packaging changes or something, and I got it for like 12 bucks. But love it so much. This is like my summer full beat face. If I want a full beat, how you doing? Beautiful. Over here now, I have a small pile of eyeshadow palettes, and I love eyeshadow palettes. It's one of my kryptonites that I just love. Like, if I find a good palette that I can reach for, even if I have to mix and match other things, I'm gonna, that's my jam. Out of all makeup, I love eyeshadow palettes. It's a little excessive. I have 4 in front of me that I have reached for over and over and over and over and over and over to nauseum in real life. I mean, it's almost like, Nichole, you have so much makeup. Could you try something else today? And I'm like, no. The first one I'm going to be mentioning is one that I talked about in one of my favorites that truly got me through my move, right before my move and everything, and it is the Tarte Leave Your Mark palette. This palette looks like, oh, it's just a humdrum maybe palette. This sucker got me through life, okay? I love the neutrals, I love the shimmers, I love the rosy, like, rosé shades in here, and it's still got some deep colors. It's got a highlight in here. This is what I use to keep my sanity the week leading up to my move, which is a pain in my ass, and then through it, the whole thing, the drive down, the first few days here when I couldn't find anything else, this was what I was reaching for. And it was performing every day, where at the end of the day where you're it's those long days that you're like, I feel gross, I feel disgusting. My eye game was still put together thanks to this. And I know it doesn't look totally special or crazy if you need like that pop of color. And usually I need a pop of color, obviously, but this saved my game and I still reach for it. I love to use this actually with my fingers because you can get a really good, precise shimmer with your eyes, and I'm actually wearing this today. This other little baby that I have been trying, I have reached for ever since I got it, and it's been since I moved here to Florida, but I've been reaching for it all the time. And this is the Mar palette from ColourPop, and you guys know, if you are a ColourPop fan, it's that blue palette that has the rust shades, the brown shades, and all those varying pops of green and blue. I have reached for this so many times now that I was like, okay, this is clearly going to be a summer favorite. Now, is it my absolute favorite formula from ColourPop? I don't think so. I'm still figuring it out. I don't like to do first impressions, and I've only been trying this for a couple of weeks now. But this is what I'm continually reaching for with my fingers, with my brush. I mean, there are so many beautiful shades here, and you can do so many beautiful looks. It's insane. I love the colors. They're just perfect for summer 2018 for me, and I keep reaching for this along with, I feel like one of those people on TV that's like, wait, there's more. The Alamar palette from BOXYCHARM. You guys, this shit's amazing. I know that it was like, oh, you know, BOXYCHARM's Gabby did it, you know, put it in the palette, you know, put it in the box. Some people were like, oh, what if it's not as good? I love this. I'm actually wearing La Costa in my inner corner, and that's where I wear it almost every single day. It gives that inner corner that pop that you want when you're just like, I'm gonna make this look zhuzhy even when it's just a basic eye. I have reached for these over and over. These orangey red hues over here, I've used them a million times too. Maybe not a million, but you know what I'm saying. I have reached for this palette so many times this summer, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. Something that I am so sad to just have learned is that apparently this is not being sold anymore, and it's a BOXYCHARM item that I love. Love, love, love. I also brought this with me through my move, and I can trust this eyeshadow palette with my eye life. This is the Soiree Diaries palette. I adore it. First of all, it's great for travel because of this mirror right here. And again, I've said this before on my channel, but if you're newer, I'll say it again. I did not think I was gonna like this. I saw, you know, spoilers for this and I was like, that's boring AF. What am I gonna do with that? There's no pops of color in there. The quality and consistency of these is fantastic. I love going into the shade Gala up here just to kind of like build out the crease, and then I could take these bolder shades, kind of build up the outsides. I love this palette and I use it year round. I love these shades. They're so buttery, so creamy. Again, I've had this for about a year now and the consistency is still awesome. The creaminess of these is outstanding. Love it, love it, love it. Let's talk about highlighters for a hot second, because highlighter is like summer highlighter. It just, they go together, don't they? And I'm not gonna lie, I have so many highlighters in my collection. Even living in a tiny house, I have so many of this particular type of makeup highlighters. The ones that I'm reaching for the most right now. This summer, Ofra Rodeo Drive is coming out and making a splash because, hello. Beautiful. I am wearing this today on my shoulders, up here, on my face, you name it. I mean, I think this is just one of the most amazing highlighters we have ever gotten from BOXYCHARM. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzers I have been introduced to this year and I am obsessed with. I have Pearl right here and Rose Gold right here, and I am obsessed with these. I love them. Sometimes I mix and match them. A lot of times I like to use more flesh toned highlights on my nose, so I'll reach for more like a Rose Gold or something to go down my nose and then at the tip. And then for the face is where I don't mind having a white bright cast, because hello, we poppin'. Now for lips. I got a little bit of sass about this because I mentioned this in the spring that I really like just doing like a great neutral or rosy colored lip when it gets warmer outside, and so many people are like, I want color in the summer, and that's awesome. I generally gravitate to like bold colors on my lips in the fall and winter. I don't know why, but in the summertime I like to keep it fresh, I think, and that's why I reach towards a nude lip. I guess I'm lame a little bit, but it's what I love. The top contenders this summer are Aquarius from ColourPop. I've mentioned this over and over. I've rebought this twice now. Obsessed with this Aquarius shade from ColourPop, and that is a Kathleen Lights collab, by the way, if you didn't know. Magic Wand. Magic Wand is another shade that I reach for a lot, and it's a little bit of a deeper nude, but it's so amazing. And the color I'm wearing on my lips today is the Girlactic. I got this from BOXYCHARM, and this is the shade Posh. I think that is a great color for just a little bit of that deep, dusty rose. And what I've loved doing this summer, which I did not like doing last summer, so it's kind of interesting that I'm switching up my game a little bit, is to take a nude matte, put that down first, and then go in with a gloss. I haven't done that in couple of years, to be honest. And the two glosses that I'm really reaching for over and over this summer are Aquarius, the lip gloss from ColourPop, because you know, goes with the other, and it came as a bundle, that's why. And the other one is Cargo Cosmetics from BOXYCHARM, and this one is in the shade Toas. I'm actually wearing that on top of the Girlactic shade today, and it kind of just gives that little bit of a wet, beachy vibe, and then your lips don't get too rough in the summertime when it's already hot out. And what I've been setting my face with this summer over and over and prepping my skin. I'm doing so many things with this. I'm touching up with this product. This product is amazing to me, and it's cruelty free, which is why I keep gravitating to this a lot, is the Pixi Makeup Fixing Mist. This is with rose water and green tea. I'll sometimes spray down my face before makeup, after makeup, and just to do touch-ups throughout the day. This product is kind of like a little bit of everything for me, and I really like it, and I have been using this all summer long. Yes, I am still using my Wet n Wild Natural Finish Spray. This is also something I'm reaching for a ton this summer, but this is what I'm using to fix my ish a lot. Love it so much. Guys, this video is kind of crazy long, I think, at this point, because my desk is covered in so much makeup. This is everything I'm loving in summer 2018 that I'm reaching for over and over again. It's not just like a one-hit wonder or a one-day look thing. It's something I want all the time, and I'm rotating these particular pieces in and out. Tell me what you're loving this summer. Are there anything particular things that you've done different this summer than you've done last summer? New products that have come on the market? Old favorites? Tell me below. I am dying to hear about it because, you know, we love makeup here. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you are new to my channel and you enjoy things like summer specials on a beauty channel, well, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below to see all the fun, loud, weird, unique videos I put out every single week.